Welcome to Food Aesthetics Barcelona podcast number 2, where we're searching for the best quality and best value meals in Barcelona. We're your hosts,
Eva,
and Rafa.
what a surprise.
We're back again. So, welcome to our second episode. We were pretty happy with the first one, so we're back with the second one.
Here we are.
So we've done quite a few things before this episode. We have new reviews. We uploaded our first recipe, which was a success. A new giveaway as well, another success. And we have many plans for the future, right, Eva?
There's no stopping this train.
Okay, so we're gonna start again with the restaurants we reviewed this week. So Eva, which restaurants did we review?
We went to your favorite restaurant.
Well, yeah, this restaurant called El 68, and it's just 1 minute away from our house, and I think it's my favorite restaurant right now.
I think you're talking about it every day.
I'm dreaming about it every day. I can still remember all those flavors in my mouth. It was amazing.
It's a mistake to look at the pictures again.
Yeah, because we need to look at the pictures for reference, and Eva's looking at them right now and crying. Well, the good thing is like it's a minute away from us, so that's perfect.
Exactly. We're really lucky.
So there we had first potatoes with romesco sauce, which is a very famous sauce here. And well, tell us Eva, how good were the potatoes?
Well, it may sound that, okay, potatoes, just potatoes, but it's not like that. There are different types of potatoes, and these are perfect. If you love boiled potatoes, this is a place for you. And if you don't love them, you will
love them.
You will love them.
Yeah, because I guess that people usually serve bravas around here, and patatas bravas are fried. So having some boiled potatoes is also a nice change.
Yeah,
and
of course.
These ones they're the best I've had in Barcelona, and I don't even like potatoes that much.
Exactly. That's the funny thing. I'm the potato lover, but I can tell that it's a talent to boil the potatoes. Seriously.
Well, or like you said, no, like want to choose the right potato to boil.
Exactly. And I don't know what they're doing there, but these potatoes are perfect.
Then we had the causa. Causa is a recipe from Peru, and it has it's a layer of mashed potatoes with a layer of avocado, with a layer of salmon, and it has lime, spicy sauce, everything, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they ended up using that dish, because it's not in the menu.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was like a special, right?
Yeah.
I hope they keep it forever.
Yeah, me too.
So good. Yeah, I had tried it before. Like my friend Julio from Peru, he made it once for Christmas dinner, and I really liked it. But this was amazing. Sorry,
Something
Julio.
else?
Sorry, Julio. Then we had the
meatballs.
the 2 cheese meatballs, cheese inside and cheese sauce.
It sounds like there's a lot of cheese, but it's actually the perfect amount.
No, yeah, insane. Like, I don't know, the rice that comes with the meatballs also is special. I don't know, everything's amazing there. and your favorite, what was the last thing that we had?
The last thing that we had was coulant.
The coulant.
The coulant.
Big fans of coulant, especially Eva.
Yeah, and the presentation is amazing. Perfect presentation and
perfect flavors.
Exactly, and perfect flavors. Exactly.
Then we went to, the other review was Bodega Quimet.
Yeah.
Bar Bodega Quimet in Vila de Gracia.
Yeah. And we've been there many times before.
Yeah, because a friend of ours, Steph, she's from England. but she used to live here, and she showed us like amazing restaurant. Showed us this place like a while ago, and we go there all the time.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you, Steph. So there we had the olives. They have the best olives in Barcelona
Seriously, if you don't like
so
olives,
far.
yeah,
At least,
so
I
far
know,
at least.
from what I know.
But these olives are another thing.
Another experience.
And if you don't like olives, this is the perfect timing to
Perfect time to start liking them.
yes.
Because you will like them.
Yes. And yeah, well,
Everything there is amazing. We had some chipirones, which is squid, mind blowing. Then we had the poached egg with broad beans, mind blowing as well. Excellent, amazing. And then Eva's favorite.
I don't remember the name, and I just call it as a vegetable tower.
Yeah, I mean it looks like a tower of vegetables actually.
Yeah. It has some aubergine, zucchini, goat cheese, and it's just perfect.
A perfect balance.
Perfect balance of vegetables.
Of vegetables.
Vegetables on top of each other.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
Yeah.
So we went to some other restaurants recently that we didn't review.
Because it's not always beautiful.
Well, I mean, these weren't bad, but they were disappointing, and also
A
when
bit
we
too
went there,
expensive.
yeah, they were a bit expensive, a bit disappointing, and we went there, we were super hungry, so we had no time for pictures.
For the photo session.
For the photo session for Food Aesthetics Barcelona. Yeah, because these ones, we actually wanted to try their bravas, because we found these other two restaurants on the Bravas Barcelona Instagram, and there was the top 20 best bravas in Gracia, and one of them was Jabato, and Jabato was like top 5 or something. So we went there with some friends, and the bravas were whatever,
They were
top top 30.
well, like you said, there was something missing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the tapas were a bit overpriced. The flavors were okay. The bravas were whatever. So yeah, we were kind of disappointed there. I mean, the plate of ham, like jamon serrano, and the cheese board, they were like 12 euros each, and that's like pretty expensive.
It's really expensive because what we have discovered here in Barcelona, you get different types of jamon serrano, and the places that we went to, usually it can be a bit pricey, but
it's good. Or
then
there's a
it's
lot.
Exactly, there's a lot, and it's worth it. But here was just like,
yeah, it was a tiny plate.
Yeah, tiny plate and
okay quality. Yeah, so we went to that one, Jabato. I mean, it's okay, but whatever. And we went to Tapeo. That it's kind of like a chain. Well, not a chain, but there's Tapeo here in Gracia, where we live, and Tapeo in Born, that is in downtown Barcelona. And apparently it was pretty good also, but we were disappointed as well. The bravas were a bit better than the other place, but I mean, it was okay.
When you have discovered the restaurants that we have discovered,
the other restaurants. Yeah, I don't know. And also a bit pricey. And I mean, our aim is to bring you the best quality and best value.
Exactly.
Not like the medium quality, overpriced restaurant.
Fighting against that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, like that place, Tapeo, we were sitting across from a table with two women, and they were drinking wine and eating some cheese, and that's
normal thing
normal,
to
no?
do.
A lot of people love doing that. But the thing is that they got like the massive cheese board, and in that place you can order also like a smaller one. You know, you had the normal size and the big one.
Yeah, you have options. Usually people here, they go and share their food. You know, you can choose. If you have a big group, you get the big cheese plate.
It's like it seems normal, reasonable, right? But anyway, like that's the only thing they ordered. Like when we got there, they had actually been there probably for a while, because when we got there, they had eaten like 20% of the cheese plate with their bottle of wine. But then we finished the dinner, and they were still eating the cheese board, but they were only halfway through, and then right away they got the bill.
And we were shocked.
Yeah, I was like, man, like they were wasting like half of the cheese board when they could have ordered like the small one, which is exactly half.
It was like the moment when you're like, I was just looking at the cheese plate and almost like asking the waiter, like, can I finish that plate?
Can I eat it, please?
Because it's just sad.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a shame. Like,
it's sad.
I mean, first of all, wasting food is not cool.
No.
You know, not cool.
It's not cool.
But also, it's like you're wasting like pretty good food. So.
And you have the option not to order.
Yeah, that's what
much.
blew my mind, because it was like, okay, if there was only one option of cheese board, I'd be like, okay, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're not hungry. But I mean, they only got the cheese board. But then when you get the big one, I don't know, it was really weird.
No, but
it was like the girls in the gyoza bar.
Gyoza bar.
With the spicy sauce.
Yeah, because there were some girls, Americans, and they were really excited about like the dumplings and
dumplings.
Yeah, yeah. And then like on the table you have the option to use their amazing spicy salsa, and it's really spicy. And of course, like when what comes to like spices.
Yeah, what do you mean? Spicy?
Like the salsas.
Yeah, it's spicy.
You try it out first to know.
Yeah, of course. It's smart.
It's
to try out the salsa before, I mean, putting a lot of it on your plate.
But these girls.
But I overheard one of them, I love spicy. And then put a whole spoon inside the sauce and dump it on the plate.
and they wasted.
Yeah, they couldn't eat it.
Because of course it's very spicy.
It's really spicy. Like.
So you just put a little bit on your plate and that's it. But they would put like a whole spoon, big spoon.
They were 4, and the 4 of them put a big spoonful into the plate before trying it out. So they probably wasted like a fourth of the sauce. Like that was sad.
So when you go,
so sad, Eva.
Seriously, when you go to the restaurant, it's just like the basic stuff. Don't waste food. Or if you don't know if the plate is big or whatever, you can always ask.
Yeah, but I mean, some people just don't really care, you know?
But don't waste food, please.
Who are you telling this? Are you telling me?
To the world. No, but seriously.
The message goes out to those girls. Don't waste food.
If you're hearing this,
Maybe
I saw you.
I saw you, gyoza bar, close to Arc de Triomphe in Barcelona. It was a Wednesday night. I saw you. You were wasting it. And to the 2 women in Tapeo, gracias. You better hear this.
You should be ashamed. What? Okay. Well, talking about the wasting food. You bought me a scale.
Yeah, kitchen scale.
A kitchen scale.
Yeah.
And first I was hating it.
What a hater.
And now I love it.
Well, yeah, because for baking, I think scales are very important. No?
Yeah,
you need to know
course.
the exact
But the thing is
quantities.
Yes, but the thing is that when I'm thinking about the kitchen scale, the only thing that I had in my head that you just use it for like a fitness type of
Fitness what?
purposes, you know, like you're trying to have the perfect amount of rice and lettuce to build your muscles.
Okay, you mean to build a healthy meal, you would use a kitchen scale. I mean, I guess that's kind of weird, but
I know it's really weird, but that was just like the image
that you
that
had
I
in your
had in my
head.
head. And now I love my scale because what comes to recipes, usually when you start baking, soon you will discover that the recipes are not accurate.
Like the ones online, no?
Yeah, the ones
Or-
online.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can also recommend
Too
me
much
some
sugar sometimes.
too much sugar. That's the first of all. There's always too much sugar. Well, anyway, now when I started to, doing my own recipes, I realized that the scale is one of the best things we bought.
See, Eva, you were hating on the scale. It's amazing.
And it changed the way of looking at the recipes because most of us, when we cook or bake, we just like do it by just a feeling that you
Intuition.
have, intuition, yes. But actually, when you start baking and cooking, the scale is
It
really
really
important.
helps, no?
Of course, and it helps that you have really good recipes that are accurate, but it's not the reality. But the more you develop your skills, I think the scale can actually like put you into a next level. You really see the amount
difference,
of, yeah,
yeah.
the difference and amount of sugar that you're using and everything because it's easy to think about. In Finland, I used a
Measuring cup?
yeah, measuring cup. So you don't think
Oh
about
yeah, because in Finland you're only doing like deciliters. no?
Exactly.
I'm gonna put 5 deciliters. here.
Exactly. So now when I discovered the scale and I see it as grams,
Of course, that's the way to go.
yes. But then it kind of like I saw how much sugar you put on things.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
like it's easy to put like the cups and not think about the amount of sugar. But when you see it actually, like the grams,
With a precise like
you're like,
quantity.
what am I doing? You know?
Yeah, well, speaking of recipes, we will have more recipes up soon as well. Because the carne tortu that Eva put up, that is the Swiss roll, it was a success.
Yes, I love it.
So we have a Mexican one coming up, and then another Finnish one coming up with another giveaway. Just giveaway and giveaway. Well, nah, not that many giveaways, but yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff to push our new recipe section.
Yes.
Which is pretty good.
And I'm really, really, really excited about it.
And well, speaking of recipes in general,
Rafa, you need to show us something and talk about something.
well, last week we were talking about the Italian chefs that were reacting to this guy called Babish, or well, binging with Babish is his channel, and he made the carbonara pasta. And the Italian Italian chefs said that his carbonara recipe was the worst one that they had watched. I mean, from that video, of course. So the thing is
We
that
went deep into it.
the what?
We went deep into the channel.
Oh, we went deep into the Babish channel.
Sorry,
because
the channel.
I mean, since I'm Mexican, I wanted to know if he's done something terrible with our cuisine.
And what happened?
Well, we're gonna have a look into how he teaches people to make salsa. Well, he calls it salsa, but I mean salsa could be anything. But for Babish, salsa is a mix of things. So okay, I'm gonna play this and just gonna talk about it while we listen to it. So he's starting with chopping tomatoes, and then he goes on to show some other ingredients.
about basic knife skills. Speaking of which, after we've chopped up 2 tomatoes, it is time to chop up an onion into slightly smaller pieces. We want to cut it in half, cut off the head of the onion, and then peel off the skin. Then we're going to place slices down the length of the onion without cutting all the way through to the end. So we have a sort of little handle to hang on to, and then similarly we're going to...
Okay, so he chopped 2 tomatoes. I think he's adding 1 onion. So this is like a fresh salsa. So we're already kind of... It's not starting that well.
No.
Unless you really love onion.
But that amount of raw onion,
Yeah, because
I can feel the heartburn.
It's a red onion, which is not that bad, but ideally, like, you don't lose for 2 tomatoes, 1 onion. But well, let's see. Let's see what he does now.
Place a slice down the center of the onion and chop through. This gets us consistently sized pieces of onion, which even more than in salsa, in most aspects of cooking, it's important to have consistently sized pieces of food. Now onto the optional
Nice
jalapeno.
tips.
If you don't want this to be too spicy, pull out all the white stuff and the seeds in the center of the pepper. This
Okay, so he says optional jalapeno. So, well, in Mexico, we usually put a lot of spicy stuff in our salsas, like a lot of chiles, a lot of spicy peppers. But I guess, like, it could be optional, no?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that he's telling to be careful with the jalapeno. It has happened many times.
Because he's wearing gloves. Ah, come on,
But, like,
gloves.
no-
Just wash your hands.
No, seriously. In home kitchen, everywhere, I don't understand why people wearing gloves when they're
No,
cooking.
but he's being, like, very posh.
But that it's
Babish.
just like waste of
Posh Babish.
plastic, you know, like.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. That's a waste of plastic. Yeah. Yeah, you just wash your hands. Of course, like, it's important to be careful with jalapeno when you're cutting
like,
it.
don't touch your
yeah,
eye
don't touch your
after that.
eyes, your face, but come on, gloves.
No.
Okay, so we have the tomatoes, we have the onion, we have some jalapeno, optional, if you don't like spicy sauce. So let's see.
is where all the capsaicin lives, and thus where all the heat lives. As you can see, we're employing a similar chopping technique where we're placing lateral slices down the length of the pepper and then moving our knife through the pepper in a rocking motion to cut it into pieces. Make sure you wear gloves too, you'll thank me later. Now we've got a base of tomatoes and onions. It's time to start building flavors on top of that. A squeeze of
So we have tomatoes, onions, optional jalapeno. Now he's gonna add some lime. Yeah, it's good.
lime, and as much as I personally hate it, a few leaves of cilantro. This is actually
hates
a great
cilantro?
opportunity to learn about
No.
chopping herbs. Fold the herbs on top of themselves into a little bundle and then run your knife through them for easy chopping. And then, holding your hand over the tip of your knife, rock the knife back and forth across the pile.
Okay, so what he's making at this point, it's a pico de gallo.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he added the lime, he added the cilantro, coriander, that he hates for some reason.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
but
love-
some people hate it. No?
Yeah, it's like a maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. I don't know if there's people between. I would love to find them who are like
Okay about cilantro.
Okay,
I don't think
about-
there's a in the middle. I think it's love or hate.
Yeah, it's well,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
a
some
special type of flavor.
Yeah, because some people think it tastes like soap.
Which I don't understand.
Yeah, really. Like people who hate cilantro, coriander, cilantro. Like, why does he call it cilantro? What is the right word in English? Coriander. No?
Coriander.
Okay, well, but Babish is posh, so he says cilantro.
He
you know?
knows it's cilantro.
He's a man of the world. Okay, so we have a pico de gallo, right? So cilantro, lime, jalapeno, tomatoes, onion. Too much onion, but okay. let's
Everything's
continue.
still fine.
Herbs to finely chop them. This method can be used for almost any kind of herb, not just ones that are super gross. Now on to one of the most essential and confounding knife skills, garlic. First we want to press
Okay.
down on the entire head of garlic to separate the cloves. We're going to pull out just one single clove for this size of a bowl of salsa. To peel it, we're going to place our knife over top of the clove and pound it
So he's teaching you how to handle a garlic and chop it and whatever, but he's telling you to put it in a salsa, raw, like raw garlic, after adding a full onion. Like, I've never put garlic in my raw salsa. Like, that's criminal.
I think the only way, the only but it's not a salsa, like tzatziki.
Oh yeah, of course, but I'm speaking of Mexican salsa.
I know.
That's different.
But like the only situation I would put
Oh, like put it raw. Yeah.
Yeah, like raw. But usually it's really strong.
Yeah, of course, but maybe you put one clove for like, like he's putting already like onion and garlic. Like that's the difference. Also, like it's already like onion's pretty strong.
Mind blowing.
So okay, everything's going wrong now. Everything's going south.
Everything's going down from now
Like everything
on.
was fine before, but now let's continue with the garlic.
It down. You'll be surprised at how easily the clove jumps out of its skin. We'll worry about mincing later because for this application, a garlic crusher works just fine. Now for another absolutely fundamental element of cooking, seasoning. We want to add kosher salt and freshly cracked pepper to taste. And when I say to taste, I mean mix it up, make sure everything's incorporated, and taste it. Make sure that it tastes good. Don't rely on measurements for this. Add salt and pepper as you think it's needed.
No measurements, Eva. No scales.
He's hating on my scale.
Okay, I agree with him here. Like, if you're gonna season a salsa, you need, just to taste it, some salt, some pepper. I mean, I wouldn't really put that much pepper here. Like, it's pico de gallo. Well, it's a bit of a mutant version with the garlic. So it's already pretty strong. Like, if you're eating this, like, you probably won't. You have to talk to people like for like 1 meter away from them or something.
Are you forcing everyone to eat it?
Oh yeah, so everyone stinks. Well, let's continue.
Needed. Now this salsa is very simple. You could serve it as is, but why not get a little creative with it? Let's add some red pepper that we're going to core by cutting off the top and pulling out the innards all in one step.
Red
Just
pepper.
like the tomato or the onion
Let's
or
get
the
creative.
jalapeno, we're going to cut this into strips and then cut perpendicular to the strips to make smaller pieces. But why stop there? You know what else goes good with salsa? Tropical fruit. Acidic tropical fruit like pineapple, or in this case, mango. The best way to learn.
And so it was kind of okay, and then he adds red pepper and mango for no reason, and he's trying to justify, like, oh yeah, you know, it has this nice tangy taste, and you know, it's really nice. It's like, man, like, what's with the red pepper and mango? Like, make a separate sauce or something.
This always makes me laugh, Rafa.
like he's adding all of these extra ingredients into a salsa that it's finished. But no, let's get creative. He wants to get creative.
No, but
Getting creative with Babish.
no, but seriously, no, like, and especially if you think about the Mexican recipe, like mango tastes so good in Mexico. It's already a perfect fruit
Yeah, I mean-
as itself.
You just add like spicy. Well, some people think it's weird, but in Mexico we add some spicy sauce to the mango, and that's it. And it's really good. Like tajin, for example, which is powdered chile and some lime, and then you eat it, and that's it.
That's it. And you have a special fork for
Yeah.
mangoes.
A special. It's like a trident. No, that's how you call it, a trident, because it has 1, 2, 3 little things to put into your mango.
But
really
it's
good.
super delicious, just as it is. I don't understand why this is
Oh,
happening.
okay, but this is Babish. Let's
Yeah,
get
this is
creative. Let's
Babish.
get creative.
Okay,
Wait,
let's go.
let's see.
How to peel and chop a mango? Try it for yourself. There is an oval-shaped pit that runs the width of the mango that you need to sort of cut around, and then similarly to everything else we've cut here today, cut into strips, cut down the center, and then chop into pieces. All right, so we've got a lot of sweetness and acidity in this salsa. Let's
We got a lot of sweetness and acidity. We have everything in this salsa. Like, what else do you want to add into there? Some sugar, sour cream, like olive oil,
Milk.
milk, orange juice. You know, we have a lot of acidity in this salsa. It's kind of strong.
We got a lot of different
Okay,
things
so
to
he's
do.
gonna add something else. Like, I've lost track of everything now. How many ingredients go in this salsa?
add back some aromatics while simultaneously bringing back some green to all the red and yellows. Let's use a scallion, which is going to be less oniony than red onion, but it's going to bring some crunch and
More
some nice
onion.
sweet onion flavor. Like I said,
Sweet
we're starting
onion.
with some very basic elements and we're building on them layer by layer. Like how about a little bit of sour tartness from some red wine vinegar or some earthy warmth from some fresh
Like he puts red wine vinegar and cumin in there. Like, literally, I can make this exact same video and put any random ingredients into a bowl, but as long as I have like good production, like this guy, and a serious voice.
Yes, and a serious voice.
People are gonna think that it's legit, like that it's real and it's gonna taste good. But man, you already put like cumin, vinegar, lime, coriander, mango, raw garlic, 2 types of onion. Like what else? What else? Pepper, jalapeno, tomatoes. What else? You just bring everything,
Papa.
take everything out of your fridge, and that's
Papa, be creative.
it. Man, like, and like you said, like the other day, that it's called Basics with Babish. It's like his basics.
Yeah, basic. But this is not
It's not
basic.
basic. Like, what's
There's
the basic
too many
part?
things.
Like, why is he chopping so many things? I mean, yeah, he's teaching people to chop, but
I mean,
it.
that's nice. Yes, chopping is not easy.
But he can make like 2 different things, like a fruit salad and a salsa. Not a salsa salad or whatever this is. Let's see if he's gonna add something else.
Freshly toasted cumin. And of course, since we added a bunch of ingredients, we need to reseason.
More
with
salt and
salt.
pepper.
These are some of the little things that subtly, almost subconsciously, can make a seemingly simple dish vibrant and complex. Layering contrasting flavors, bright, audacious colors, and good knife skills to boot. It's a
Like, what is he saying? Like,
He says that-
vibrant, complex.
Exactly.
Like, knife skills, boot. What?
So, Rafa, the next time offering this to your Mexican friends, what do you think is the
Man,
reaction?
they're gonna be so pissed off. Like, come on, like, yeah, you go to a Mexican party with your Mexican friends, and you want to impress them with this mango, garlic, cumin, red pepper, whatever salsa, and they're gonna be like, what? What is this?
I'm gonna tell you. No, this is the thing that I like. Rafa, this is Mexican, authentic
this-
Mexican.
This is creative. That's the only thing it is.
So, Rafa, we need to, move on of this. How would you make
Why?
a nice?
I want to watch more Babish. Come on.
Stop. That's it.
No, well, I mean, this salsa, like,
In the beginning, everything went
Yeah, it went
well.
well.
Everything was going well.
well, the thing is that our next recipe actually, like that is gonna be the Mexican. We're including like a salsa recipe, the pico de gallo that I was talking about, but like a normal version, a simple basics with food aesthetics.
Yeah, but that's the thing. What comes to this kind of recipes is that you're wasting time, you're wasting ingredients, and it's not necessary.
Someone's gonna want to throw that away afterward. Speaking about wasting food,
No, the thing is that
Babish is just, and this guy is always wasting food. Remember, in his channel.
that's true. How many people
made
have
like
seen
a-
this video, Rafa?
3 million. 3 million people were potentially gonna throw away this magic salsa into the garbage bin.
There's still like 86,000 people that like this video.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have that many likes compared to views, so there's some hope still.
Yeah.
At least, so 100,000 people still a lot are making this salsa. Well, I think that's all for today.
That's it. Hey, well, the thing is that we are going to show you the real recipe in the future, and it's simple, it's tasty. You will be impressed by your skills. You can do it.
Thank you, Eva. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. So
that's it.
follow us everywhere, please. FoodAestheticsBCN.com, our website. Food Aesthetics BCN, Instagram. Food Aesthetics BCN, Facebook, and Food AES BCN Twitter. And also we have SoundCloud for the podcast
And iTunes.
iTunes,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so thank you for listening to us. See you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Bye.